What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, going to be casting the third and final game between Bag of Chips and Pepperoni, CBP, and Tactical Surprise. And Tactical Surprise, they get their hands on the Invoker. Bag of Chips decide to let this one through and instantly first picked by Tactical Surprise. They didn't have a chance to get this hero for either of the two previous games, so they will get their hands on it now, along with a Timber Saw. So already picking up a huge amount of power, a lot of damage within these two heroes. And, well, they, for the first time ever, don't get their Alchemist, 2FB, going to be forced to play something else, so he's going to be real sad about that. Looking at the bans real quickly, OD, Bristleback, Viper, seen those banned up before, and this time after Tactical Surprise, see how well Tabo handles his Visage, kind of want to get rid of that as well. That'll mess up their day. It did mess up their day in game number 2, so makes sense that they would want to make sure that that doesn't happen again. Going with an Invoker, going with the Timber Saw, it looked like their lanes last game were pretty good until the Wind Ranger Bounty Hunter pickup, which were, in my opinion, a little bit questionable. I mean, I made that one known. But their lanes hopefully will hold a little bit better than last time. The game number 1, their lanes were a lot more solid, and then you could really see the difference between that game, which was a little bit closer than last game, but still was actually a real game, whereas last game was just a complete and utter one-sided stomping. Like, Tactical Surprise took a nice big bite out of the curb. Bag of Chips gonna go with the Rubik and an Alchemist, so they will have that double support right off the bat, and then they'll be able to do many things off of that one. Tactical Surprise with the Invoker, probably gonna go towards the mid lane. Timbersaw probably gonna handle a lane by himself. You know, don't really expect to see anything different from that. Won't be too surprised. Will be pretty surprising if anything switches from that. We see a Chen ban out actually from the Tactical Surprise side. Bag of Chips and Pepperoni, they already picked up the Alchemist as well as Rubik. I guess that you could kind of assume that Alchemist can go for a carry role, but still, I mean, it's a Chen. It hasn't really been seen at all thus far. Again, I haven't seen any of the day number 1 games, so maybe Bag of Chips ran that before. But the odds of Tactical Surprise knowing about that is fairly low, I would say. Response bans, just a lot of pushing heroes actually. Pugna Death Prophet still in the pool, and Bag of Chips could still go for that. You know, just pick up a Pugna, pick up a Death Prophet, and do the exact same thing that they did in game number 1. Hopefully to greater effect, because they didn't win that game. But Weaver just has a very annoying hero to play against, and then of course Venomancer, Shadow Shaman, banning out some support-oriented heroes, and Tactical Surprise is going to go with a Slark. So already, first 3 picks, they have their first 3 cores. Invoker probably going to handle the mid lane, Slark going to probably go top with a couple supports. Then of course you do have the last hero in the Timber Saw. Tactical Surprise getting a lot of damage once again, though they need the support cast. No Venomancer, no Shadow Shaman, Crystal Maiden still in, Rubik not in. I think Crystal Maiden will be really good, get that get the aura going. Instantly response though, Doom. Now I think everyone knows that I don't have much respect for Doom. I've said that multiple occasions. However, in this particular situation, I think Doom is I don't want to say the best pick, is a really good pick, because Doom, usually when you cast Doom, you want to be able to kill that person. And who are you going to kill? Slark? He gets completely crushed by Doom. Doom the spell, not Doom the hero. Because if Slark finds Doom and Doom doesn't have his ultimate, then the Doom is just going to die, or take a lot of damage at least. Timbersaw is pretty much the same way. You hit him with the Doom, hit him with the Doom ultimate spell, and then he's pretty much screwed. He's tanky, yeah, but he's very easily brought down if you do have the proper focus. Nick Assassin going to be the pick from Bag of Chips. It looks like the Alchemist is, well, could be seeing Nick Assassin mid, though most likely Alchemist is going to be farming. Doom might be jungling Nick Assassin mid lane? I don't know. Could be a Doom solo, and then Bag of Chips going to look to run aggro. But either way, I think, yeah, Tactical Surprise is going to protect their mid lane Invoker with the TA ban. That makes some pretty good sense in my opinion.
10 seconds remaining.
And then in addition to that, they have picked up the Crystal Maiden that I have mentioned before.
5 seconds.
Wouldn't be surprised to see her focusing very heavily on the aura. They have so much damage within their heroes, they don't really need another hero to do all that damage. They just need the Invoker to have enough mana to, you know, blast out all his spells. Timbersaw to have enough mana to blast all of his spells. Slark doesn't need that much mana, but, you know, more mana equals more fun, so why not? And they need another support as well. Lion going to be the ban out, but we might be seeing the sisters get together in this game, possibly. Wouldn't be too terrible. They will benefit pretty heavily from another stun. Let's see, who's still in the pool? Visage out, Veno, VS still in. That won't be terrible. Though Nick Sasson is going to be a little bit difficult to deal with because Nick Sasson is very difficult to deal with when you're a soft support.
10 seconds remaining.
So we'll see.
5
Really, they just
seconds
need to get
remaining.
their last support hero going, then Tactical Surprise. They'll have a pretty damn strong mid game, and then Abaddon's actually going to be the last support.
Radiant team pick.
Actually, a pretty good hero because it's not exactly a hugely aggressive hero. It's far from it, in fact. But Abaddon, as a response to Doom, as a response to Alchemist, is actually a pretty damn good pick. If someone gets doomed and you're a support hero, the only thing that you could do is say, okay, well, you're dead. Hopefully I could deny you. Right? And then, you may or may not be able to make that happen. But Abaddon's a hero that can say, oh, you're doomed? Let me shield you and eat up however much, whatever level shield that is worth of doom damage. Let me just miscoil you and keep you alive. And all of a sudden, Doombringer is really sad because he expects to get a kill off of that Doom cast, but he doesn't get anything. So I do like this pick from Tactical. Will make their lanes a little bit weaker. Though with the lanes that they have right now, I don't really think lane strength is really going to be a huge concern for them. So let's go over who's going to be playing what for the Tactical side. We have Darky heading towards south as the Slark MSU, who is wasn't seen in the previous games, but it's all within the rules, so it's all fair game. Going to be on the Abaddon 2FB. It's going to be on the Crystal Maiden. Sir Mercury, once again, is going to be mid laning on this time the Invoker. Top lane, Joico. Not going to be just playing support, instead on the Timbersaw. Soloing off the top lane versus Factor Fiction on the Nick Sasson, previously farming. Maybe he's not comfortable with his... No, it's okay. It's actually going to be a Doom primary farmer, Shredder. Alright, so Factor Fiction is going to be on the Nick Sasson. Jenkins mid lane as the Storm Spirit. And that leaves Doombringer being played by Shredder, Tabo supporting as the Alchemist, and last but not least we have Nushim once again on his Rubik. So it is going to be a 3v3 lane once again. This time the Dire side do not have that poking edge. In game number 2, the Dire side won that lane, although they were very, very vulnerable all the time. They had the poking edge, they had the Luna, they had ranged heroes. This lane, there's 2 melee heroes, which is disastrous for a lane. You're not going to have that much fun. To be fair, they're up against probably two. Is there jungling Doom? Oh, this is greedy. This is really freaking greedy. Jungling Doom in a dual lane? Okay, so, just take everything that I've said so far and throw it out the window, because it no longer applies. Jungling Doom changes this so much. Nushim is not really going to be doing that much at all. Tabo, he's not farming the lane. I guess they're spotting out the lanes first, but I don't know. Let's take a look at these other lanes. Mercury versus Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit will have the edge for a couple of levels. He'll always be able to last it with Overload. There's really no way around that as the Invoker. However, once the Invoker gets more and more Wex up, then Jenkins is going to lose more and more CS. So he's going to eventually lose the CS war. Top lane, it is going to be Joico versus Factor Fiction. I think this lane should be heavily favored for the Timbersaw. Nick Sasson, not exactly the strongest lane controller, especially when you're up against that huge buzzsaw damage. And then last but not least, we have the bottom lane. Shredder's going to come right back in. I guess he just wanted to get a really, really big creep first of all, which I guess is completely okay. That additional armor going to help him quite a bit. So 3 armor for free, not too bad. Though once again, it's only 2 FB is going to be poking back this Doom. He has a stout shield, he has 3 armor, and 39 damage CM. Yeah, you're not actually going to... He doesn't even notice that you're hitting him. Like, you're not doing anything. MSU is going to mess with Tabo just a little bit, but a sun's going to be thrown. MSU will be completely fine. But this lane from Tactical, it is like being technically played as an aggressive lane with defensive heroes. And, I mean, you don't have to be an expert in Dota to recognize why that won't work. Nushim's going to get slowed down, but really they don't have any follow-up to this, especially if Darky gets stunned up. Tabo's going to throw the stun onto MSU, and MSU, he needs a shield right now, but it's too late. He gets chopped down. Nushim going to get pounced upon, but it looks like he will be fine as well. Not enough damage. Right now the CM, 39 damage, he's not doing anything. Slarked with 60. That's not terrible. But losing that Abaddon, jumping a little bit too far forward. Now Tabo channeling up another stun. Will get it onto 2FB. The right clicks, are they there? It looks like they won't be there, but 2FB is really freaking slow. Wolves of Ice Rack, go, go, go. Chase her down, kill her off. Oh, she's gonna live. 7 HP survival. 280 movement speed. Swift as the Wolves of Ice Rack. Yeah. Stupid wolves. They never do anything right. But already it's a 1 kill advantage for CBP. And Tactical. This lane is very, very awkward. We're going to put it at awkward. If they didn't have an Abaddon, I mean, I can understand the Abaddon pick. Like in a vacuum, it's great against Doom. Right? It's good against Doom. But then you have the fact of Abaddon has to lane. He's very, very weak as an offensive tri-laner. He's a purely defensive hero. I guess Mistcoil and Emphatic Shield do a little bit of damage, so I guess you can't say purely defensive, but for the most part, he's a defensive hero. But they're playing in such a way to lock down Shredder with a Slark, who, again, needs levels. That's why we see Slark solo. Crystal Maiden, a very aggressive hero. So there's like aggressive, neither defensive. Their lane is all over the place. And CBP, they're not really concerned with any pure objective. They just want this Doom to get levels. They want him to get farm. And he has Devour, so he's always going to get his farm. So it's up to Tactical to make something happen, but really, they can't make anything happen with the heroes that they have right now. CBP, they have the chip advantage. They have the Rubik, who has a lot more damage than CM, has a lot more speed also with the first blood that he picked up before, or a kill. It was the first blood, so yeah, he has the first blood as well. So Nusham's going to be poking away, and he could easily find kills unless he gets pounced upon. Darky going to miss this time, though. He's going to pack out a lot of damage, and he will get the shield as well. Nusham, though, with the boots, is going to just walk away. Shredder putting the beat on to Darky in the meantime. Stuns being channeled will stun Tabo himself, unfortunately for him. He's out of mana. He will have another in about 10 seconds, but still. Taking a quick check of these side lanes. Joico, 16 for 5 versus the 13 for 1. Factor Fiction not doing terribly, but nope. He actually will stun the Timbersaw mid-transit with that Spike Carapace. So he'll keep himself alive with that. And Joico is actually all tapped out of mana. He almost has his Arcane Boots, though. Just a couple more CS until that happens, so then the Nick Assassin will be under even more pressure. Looking at this mid lane, Invoker is ahead of the Storm Spirit, although only by a couple denies, as well as, no, actually even on CS at this point. He has 1 point in Wex, curiously enough. It does open the window for Chaos Meteor, and I guess if you're going to get a kill 1v1 against Storm Spirit pre-level 6, you want that Meteor for the damage. But once he gets level 6, Meteor is going to be pretty damn useless. So usually we do see, no Wex until later on, until level 9, 10. That will mean that his Quas is a little bit weaker. Possibly his Exhort is weaker, depending on how he wants to prioritize his invokes. But yeah, this Doom is getting farm. 13 for 6, Darky. 14 for 2, so he's technically still getting farm as well. But Doom is a hero that needs just a lot of gold to get going, because then he just pops Scorched Earth and just kills you. If he doesn't have levels, he's completely okay with that. But Slark, if he doesn't have levels, he's pretty damn useless. Because he has very low stat growth. He needs these levels to get the Essence Shift up. And you need to get kills so that you can get the levels so that you can get high points in Essence Shift so you get more kills. He's a snowballing hero, and right now the snowball isn't even rolling. It's not even close to rolling, actually. Tactical will not make anything happen on this bottom lane. They just can't. It's not a thing. Jenkins now level 6. He could actually get a kill onto Mercury. Although with Cold Snap it will be a little bit challenging, perhaps. Again, we have another pause. Fantastic. Also, gold per minute. 0 CS on the Abaddon, 0 CS on the Crystal Maiden. If they were up here on the top lane, pulling and doing everything like that, putting Joico on the bottom lane, Timbersaw would have a field day with this lane, man. Yes, he's doing well versus the Nick Assassin, that's true. But if he's down here, he'll be getting the levels. Solo level experience, by the way. The Nick Assassin will be still shut down, because he will actually take some damage versus the CM. And he's a little bit more vulnerable to the Slark Abaddon. But instead, they're running this awkward tri lane. And we have another pause. I don't really know what that's about. Question mark? I love how question mark is just a question. I also hate it when people say, just give me a sec. And then they take like 5 minutes. It's like, just give me some freaking time estimate here, man. It's like, is it going to be a minute? Is it going to be 2 minutes? Is it going to be 10 minutes? Jeebus. There we go. So I'm not shutting down this Doom. They're getting farm on the Slark, but no experience. And now Jenkins can actually look for kills. He's level 3 overload, so it's not the most damage. He will rely a little bit heavily on his right clicks. He starts chipping down Mercury right now, and Mercury's got to be careful. Cold Snap's a great tool to deal with Storm Spirit once he zips in. But other than that, the Meteor will not land. He's actually going to go for 2 points in Wex. I'm pretty sure this is pre-Forge Spirit change. I'm not sure. I think it's pre-forged Spirit Chain. 2FB gonna get hit with a very, very light stun. Nusham gonna get frostbitten up, and he's gonna lift up the Slark, but it will not matter. Dark Pact should kill him off. He does get the kill. And now Cold Snap on the Shredder. The mini stuns are going to do a lot of damage. Mercury, throw the meteor you have for a reason. No, he's not gonna throw it, but he gets a double kill anyway. So rotation from the Invoker. Usually we don't see this from Invokers because you have Sunstrike. So you sit in your lane, you get experience, you don't spend money on TP scrolls, yet you help out in kills anyway. Blast them from the power of the Cosmos. Held the Chaos Meteor before, and now Darky might be in a little bit of trouble. He has a Pounce though, he should be fine. And Invoker going for a very curious build. I really want to see where he wants to go with this. I don't know if I have no idea if this is pre-patch or post-patch version. I think it's tournament, like the tournament version is always post-patch, right? But I don't know, but we might be seeing just a little bit of extort for base damage and then going for a heavy Wex build. He's going for a fast phase set of phase boots, and there's the Cold Snap on the Fact of Fiction. He can take quite a beating. Zip in though from Jenkins, Mana Burn onto the Invoker as well, and Mercury. He has Ghost. Well, he's gonna miss everything because Jenkins again is Storm Spirit. I said he has access to Ghost Walk. I don't know if he had quite enough mana to do it. Instead, opting for EMP. Oh yeah, he definitely had enough mana for Ghost Walk. Instead of opting for Deafening Blast Meteor, missing everything. We've done a lot of damage. Now MSU getting lifted up into there. Has a shield, though will it actually matter? No, because he has to get it off. Invoker dies, Abaddon dies, and we have a huge roaming party all the way from the top lane to the bottom lane to the mid lane. It's going to leave Shredder by his lonesome. Going to get pounced upon, but he's going to turn this one around. I mean, Darky cannot fight this Doom 1v1. I say 1v1. 2FB is there, but he's not actually an influence in this. This Doom has a salve, and you know, look at that. Scorched Earth is pretty good for generating HP, guys. This just in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Mercury's going for a balance build. Oh god, I hate it when Invokers do this. It's like, yeah, you could technically get a really powerful Deafening Blast, but really you either want Deafening Blast for the disarm, which is for Wex, or you want it for the damage. And now Joyko's in a lot of trouble as well. Stun locked and, well, Timber Chain, no. No chance for stick charges, no chance for Timber Chain. Unfortunately for him, he's going to die on the top lane. Please, Invoker, don't go for a balanced build. Please don't go Wex Quas, Extort Wex Quas. Because then at that point, it's like, yeah, I can do a little bit of everything. I have access to all my spells, and they're all equally powerful. But they forget that equally powerful means not useful. Because this, like, Meteor, it's okay damage. Like, that's actually pretty bad damage. 92.5. That's pretty shitty. He's gonna get jumped by Jenkins. Nushim gonna come in as well. Tornado's gonna be thrown. Yeah, and the tornado, like, it kept them safe technically, but it didn't actually do any damage. It didn't actually keep them up in the air for setup time or anything like that. So please, Mercury, please don't make this mistake. Balanced Invoker builds suck. You pick a hero to serve a role. And in Invoker's case, it's usually damage. Sometimes it's utility. Rarely often is it nothing. Joyko going to find Nushim. Timber chaining forward. Going to get a lot of damage done to this Rubik, who is going to get cold snapped as well. R.I.P. Nushim. There you go. Invoker with Extort. Going to do the deal there. But they're going to get pincered, though. Fact or Fiction. Oh, he has a beautiful Impale opportunity right now. Is he going to greet it up? Oh, he's going to follow the enemies who are moving in a nice tight clump for your convenience. All 5 heroes are here, and it looks like they're just going to sack this tower. Don't actually want to fight it out right now. Although I definitely think they could. No, they don't. Jenkins doesn't have a TP scroll. So if Jenkins was there, I'm pretty sure they would be more than willing to fight. But that's not going to happen right now. They're going to sack this tower. And the tower sacking is going to be very slow, by the way. Just because there's not much pushing here. Forge Spirits won't be very strong. Forge Spirit, rather, won't be very strong. And it looks like CBP are going to try to make a trade. Let's see if Tactical are going to accept said trade. Fortification popping on both sides. Creep Wave is dead in the mid lane. They have more creep support on the bottom side. We'll see. It's a race. It's a race, guys. And the winner is the Dire side. But it looks like it's going to be 1-for-1 regardless. Mercury going to look to chase down Nushim. Has a tornado. Good tornado, man. Forwards, the Cold Snap is there, and they're going to trade Cold Snaps. Dushan gets a rock dropped on his head, but here comes Storm Spirit. Huge zip in for Mercury. Going to drop everything. He has a regen rune as well. Mercury is as good as dead. Beast Speed Jenkins, the cavalry, saving the Invoker. Now 2FB is also around. The regen rune doing work for Jenkins. Did lose it in the end, though. Something hit him. It was the Frostbite that hit him. And 2FB is going to take refuge in the north. But Jenkins, he knows he's there. Go kill that CM, Jenkins. Jenkins, you're going to kill that CM. And 2FB is like freaking out right now, and it doesn't even matter. One more hit, Jenkins is going to get that kill. Joico's here, though. This is not where you want to be a Storm Spirit. This is where Timbersaw is the best. Darky's going to find a kill on the Alchemist in the meantime, but Storm Spirit has enough mana to jump out of there. Here comes Darky, though. Storm Spirit with not much mana. Drum Charge will be popped. Jenkins is going to try to TP. No, you can't do that. He doesn't have much mana either. Oh, but Darky misses the pounce. Jenkins might actually live yet. No mana left on Joico. Darky needs another pounce. Sunstrike will land. Pounce will not land. Here comes the TP support. Tabo will get a two-man stun. Drop down the acid as well. Fade Bolt will bring Joico very, very low. No Timber Chain available. He will go down as well. Now Doom onto Darky. Storm Spirit does go down in the end, but he's going to teleport right back in. Ball Lightning onto Darky. There's the Vendetta hit. There's the Impale. R.I.P. Slark. It was nice knowing you. 8-5. And CBP, they lure Tactical in to go way too far. Like, that was just way too greedy. Unfortunately, Slark did not hit any of those pounces. They did force a buyback out of the storm, which is, I guess, something. But is that worth it, losing your Timbersaw and Slark for that? Probably not, I would say. You probably want to be doing some other things with your time. So Mercury, you get initiated upon. I think he's just dead right now. He's going to go for Hand of Midas, and he hasn't gotten a level since, so I really can't talk anymore. Oh, wait. Here we go, Mercury. Jukes of Hazard. And it looks like he lives. Unless Jenkins... No. Yeah, okay. Mercury lives. Gonna take the very, very safe route all the way home. Unfortunately, that Impale not coming through in time for Fact or Fiction. But not really going to be bothered too much by that. I mean, you forced the Invoker all the way back to the base. That's something. You didn't really spend much mana to do it either. It's full mana on both ends with the Arcane Boot proc.
Dire's middle tower
Top lane is being pushed by Tabo, who's going to take an unstable concoction to himself. And here comes Joico. Let's see if he get a kill. Nope, Nusham has Timber Chain. And he took the tree that Timbersaw wanted to take. Shredder's still farming. He has a Hand of Midas. There's a Hand of Midas attempt being built up by Invoker. Not the fastest Hand of Midas, but that's not really too terrible either. But Shredder just farming away. Having some really weird attack animations. Overhead strikes every single time. What is this Doom build? Sword? Fallen Sword. Okay, that's a pretty badass sword. Yeah, he's just happily farming away. Doombringer with Hand of Midas is going to accelerate real quickly. He has a Ring of Health. I don't really know what he wants to do with that. And judging by his items, you would say Vanguard, but I don't really know if that... Actually, that would be really good. Can't really protect against pure damage from Timbersaw aside from pure HP, and Vanguard is one of the ways of getting that. I think I would rather like to see Heaven's Halberd, though it looks like it's going to be... Is that a Refresher Orb? Oblivion's... Maybe it's just a casual Ring of Health and he's going for Orchid? I mean, Perseverance, Oblivion Staff, Refresher... Doom is not exactly the smartest of heroes. 2.1 int growth isn't terrible, but you can see 390. He's going to be strapped for mana. He could refresh his spells, but then he doesn't have enough mana to cast anything. Tabo going to get frostbitten up. There it is. Timber Chain as well. Pounce, and the damage will be enough. Alchemist will die, albeit barely. They get another free kill on the top lane. Invoker, he's going to go a little more into Extort. Okay. He's going to be not as strong as he possibly could be. Fact or Fiction getting hit with the Chakram. You pop off that Vendetta and should be just fine. Usually going to steal the Chakram, do a lot of damage to MSU, pop off the ultimate, but now MSU, well, he's going to get healed a little bit by that Chakram. Cold Snap will land on someone. Huge Fade Bolt bouncing through as well. 2FB sitting in the Chakram. Will survive. Impale. Fact or Fiction going to jump forward. 2FB though with the shield on him. They need TP support right now, but Blue doesn't want to fight. He should want to fight. You have Doom. You should be able to just run at people and let them die, but they take down a tier 2 tower for free. No trades. And Fact or Fiction, oh yeah, you probably would want to stop doing that now. I don't really know what the plan was there, Fact or Fiction, but you're going to pay for it.
Dire's middle tower
like, yo, I'm just going to run into 5 heroes. I'm going to be fine. Now Shredder is the same idea. However, Darky is a little bit tanky. 2FB, he's going to be the unlucky one. The CM usually is the unlucky one. He's going to get dropped. Shredder can take quite a beating on his way out. Telekinesis will slow everyone down. Tabo there doing some damage to Sir Mercury, though it won't be enough. Darky will get undoomed, and he will pounce onto Tabo. Tabo taking a lot of damage in the meantime, as is Joico. Jenkins is now in this fight, doing as much damage as he could possibly do. Ball Lightning will not be channeled in time. 3 kills, 2 kills. Shredder looking to make it a 4-for-2 trade. Darky finding a double kill. They chose the absolutely wrong time to fight that. Gonna be honest, guys. They came in one at a time like the friggin' putties from Power Rangers. Fact to Fiction's back in this fight, looking to kill off Sir Mercury, but he misses the impale. Doesn't matter, because he gets the kill anyway, but Darky gonna be able to retreat safely. No! Mana Burn! Level 4. Killing off that Slark as well, so well done by Fact to Fiction. Finding 2 kills up at the top side, making the trades overall a little bit more even. Yeah, the CBP side, they just went in one at a time, and then, you know, kept on going into the blender. That is, I guess, quite literally a blender of Timbersaw. But also Invoker, Slark. If they have time to let their cooldowns reset, you're going to be punished for it. Now 2FB is in a little bit of trouble, but here comes Joico. Fact to Fiction is in quite a bit of trouble, I would say. A little bit. He's dead, but here comes Jenkins. He's going to kill off the Crystal Maiden, making it a 1-for-1 trade. And I don't think anyone could kill anyone right here unless Jenkins gets really stupid.
I'm over here.
He's going to be fine. Is Joico blocked? No, he's not. He's fine. Everything's fine. But the Doom coming in does have now the Perseverance. This has got to be a refresher. He doesn't have enough mana to support this. Not even close. Maybe if he gets a Soul Ring and an Arcane Boots. Because let's take a quick look at Refresher, guys. Let's do this. Refresher Orb. It's 375 mana. And Doom is 200. So he'll be able to cast a Doom and then not have enough to refresh it. He needs Arcane Boots. That'll give him enough to Doom refresh. Maybe Doom again? But then he won't be able to cast out anything else. And you kind of do want to cast out those other spells. So, don't really know. This might be a little bit too greedy from Shredder, I would say. Jenkins going to find 2FB, though. Poor Crystal Maidens, man. Crystal Maidens are just, like, the most unfortunate, like, yeah, it just always happens to CM. 046. There's nothing you can do about it as CM. Sir Mercury, though, going to find Nusham with the Forged Spirits up, do a lot of damage. Chakum's going to be thrown. Nusham, though, going to die. Sunstrike not needed. Once again, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Nusham overstaying his welcome. Wanted to place down a ward, I think, or kill off this sentry. Clearly, nothing happened from that. And it is going to be a Soul Ring. Okay, so Doom is going to prepare enough mana for a Refresher Orb Soul Ring. I don't really know if that's the best thing to do. Now Darky's going to get silenced up by the Orchid, killed off in the mid lane as well. 15 for 12, and the kills just keep rolling in. Top lane being pushed by Tabo in the meantime. Depending on the reaction from the Dire side, they may or may not be able to defend this. They should be able to defend this. They just need to teleport one guy up here, but Tabo getting a lot of free time to beat at the tower. Man, this Doom build is so aggressive. And by aggressive, I mean greedy. It's incredibly greedy, this build. Because double Refresher, double Doom is cool. Like, you could lock down Slark, you lock down Timbersaw, but then your Doom is like, he's done. That's it. That's all he does. They need to make sure to use the Refresher Orb in order to get guaranteed kills. If they don't get the kills off the Refresher Orb, then they're screwed. Because then they burn everything. Their Doom is, at that point, just a really big meat sack. And he isn't able to contribute. But the Refresher is up. I'm excited to see this. It's got to be Doom on Slark, Refresh, Soul Ring, 150 mana. He has effectively 700-ish. Yeah, he has enough mana for double Doom. I don't think he casts anything else, though. No level death, that's for sure.
Let the fun begin.
So we'll see. If they get a good team fight off of this Refresher Orb, everything's worth it. If they don't, then the Refresher Orb's probably going to be dead weight. Because this could be like a Necro Book or a Radiance or something that smashes things, an AC, a Vlad's, anything. But instead, it's a Refresher Orb, so you gotta make sure to use it. Now Nusham is gonna be very, very sad. He didn't see that one coming. All of a sudden, the entire enemy team smoked up. They're gonna try to make a tier 2 trade, and they should be able to make that happen, I would say. The CBP, they have the Refresher Orb. This is like, you gotta fight with this Doombringer. If you avoid fights, you lose the game. Because if you wanted to avoid fights, you would get like a split push. You get a Shadow Blade, you get auras on the Doom. Not the Refresher Orb. Refresher Orb is a fighting build. There's a fighting build.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It's going to be a tier 2 for tier 2, but Tactical, they're not done yet. They have Forge Spirits, which is the only thing that's helping this push go forward. But Storm Spirit in the mid lane doing a lot of damage to the tier 3. Base race this early? Sure, why not? It'll make things interesting. Here comes the Nyx, and is there a set of sentries? Please say there is. You never push without sentries on the Nyx assassin on there. And Impale, going to miss. Tabo channeling up that stun, not going to land either. Storm Spirit Jenkins will get miscoiled up, 12 HP. Here we go, Invoker. Here's your time to shine, and oh, that was so close. That was really close. Darky, not able to complete the deal there either. And Jenkins with the regen rune might actually be able to kill off MSU, though no, he won't. He'll be able to run into 2FB again. Poor CM, man. CM is... Why are you not killing him? There you go. Kill him. Dude. CMs, they're just like... Every single game like that. 2FB, unfortunately, unable to help his team because he's always getting caught out by that. And there's not much you can do to avoid that either. Looks like the CBP side going to start prepping Roshan. There's no damage here, though, because their Doom doesn't have any damage, and Fact Fiction doesn't have any damage. So Roshan is going to be quite a beating. And it should be relatively safe, but it's going to be slow, and actually it doesn't matter because Tactical are nowhere around, so they have all the time in the world. Like Tabo's getting beaten down, Alchemist regen or not. And it's just a slow slugging battle. But Tactical, there is no response from Tactical. They're going to sack Roshan for a tier 1 tower. Don't know if that's actually worth it though. Forge Spirit's going to come right in, but the Age has been taken. Jenkins now with double life. Tier 1 tower does get taken. Shredder looking to make that an even trade. But I think Tactical, they just want to gun for this top tower. Nusham. Oh, please not Nusham. Mercury is here. He does have the double Forge Spirits now, and we're digging. We're digging for freedom. Oh, Nusham is not going to know what hit him, man. He is going to be so surprised that... Never mind. Never mind. 2FB is on the bottom lane. He's going to get killed by the Storm Spirit in about, like, 10 seconds. So, 37, he's going to die. 29, 30, 1, 2, 3. I'm a little bit off. I'm about 3 seconds off, but he dies anyway. Maybe if I said 10 seconds from when I said 10 seconds instead of waiting for the clock a little bit, then I would have been more right. Fact or Fiction, you actually can't kill this Timbersaw without support. So, yeah, now you're going to get punished for that. Darky is here, Chakram to slow him down, and the Pounce lands, pacting out the stun. Joyko is going to hit with the stun, as is Darky, actually. Fact or Fiction living at 50 HP. There's one Doom. Are they going to go with another? No, they're not. Too much greed there. Just one needed. Slark on the way out. Jukes from Darky. There's no stun just yet. Stun being charged up now by Tabo and Tornado. Really? Probably not the best idea, but Impalance Darky, chopping him down as well.
Mess with Doom, you get the horns.
Mess with Doom, you get the horns. No mana for Refresher, though. And, of course, no mana for Refresher means not nearly enough mana for another Doom. So, yeah, Doombringer could have done with any other build, I think. Shiva's Guard, though, will help him. I think if you go for Refresher, though, you wait. Like, you get level 3 Doom, you get levels, you get your int growth going, you get some items, and then you go for Refresher. Right now, the Refresher is actually not doing anything. Like, it's giving him regen. And if you want regen, like, you get anything else. They're going to still chase down this Doom, though. If they catch him with the Chakram into a Cold Snap, which they do, but unfortunately not at the same time. Mercury gets stunned up. There's the Refresher from Shredder. Soul Ring onto Doom. Mercury is now doomed. Is he going to go down, though? Shredder taking quite a beating from these Forge Spirits, and Mercury going to turn around with the Wex Orbs. Unfortunately, not enough. Courier does go down. Shredder going to walk right back into a freezing field, but 2FB as well as MSU both get double stun. Stun getting thrown by Tabo. Fact or Fiction on his way out. He's pretty damn durable, though. He will be able to live. There's the Aegis pop on the Storm Spirit. Joyko going to chase down that Alchemist. Will not happen, though. Jenkins now at full mana. Try to go for MSU. He will get pounced up. Darky going to dispel everything with that pack. Now going to pop off the Shadow Dance. Going to go for Nusham. But there's someone in the back again. It's Tabo. He's playing games with the enemies. They got so distracted by that Alchemist, they're not even going to get him. Actually, Alchemist, he might die. Darky's hot on his tail. And pounce into blink. Run, Alchemist, run! To freedom. Hide. 7, 6. Oh yeah, he's dead. Fight your way out. You can do it. I believe in you, Alchemist. You could do it. No. Alchemist, why? Alright, so CBP, they get out losing the Alchemist. It could be a lot worse. Like, Alchemist, by running back through here, he just like, yeah, the attention from Tactical just went that way, and then instead of going this way to where there were 3 heroes to kill, they got the 1 hero to kill. So it's like, you know, 3 greater than 1. In the meantime, I'm like dicking around. Crystal Maiden dies again, but that shouldn't really be a surprise to anyone. Like, if Crystal Maiden dies every 30 seconds, that isn't really going to be surprising. They're going to try to chase down this Storm Spirit. There's the Cold Snap, but short jump down to the low ground. Factor Fiction helping out as well. Oh, they're going to keep chasing this one, actually. Jenkins doesn't have that much mana, though he has more than enough to get away from there. And now Slark going to catch Factor Fiction on the back end. Already Pact has been used. He has a Vendetta hit. Though Darky, oh, he's going to get stunned up. Vendetta, is there enough damage to kill him off? Yes, there is with the mana burn. Is there anything else, though? Is there anything else? Here comes Joico once again, going to Factor Fiction. But chakrams everywhere. Don't know who's, but Joico is now way in over his head. 1v4? Probably a little bit too much. MSU up at the high ground somehow. I guess Nushin put him up there with Telekinesis. And 2FB Mercury. They've got to just retreat. CBP with complete control over this game. Have the gold earned, had the experience earned advantage. Though they are lacking in real late game, if they're keeping Tactical down enough, it doesn't really matter. Because Doom at this point has Shiva's Guard. That's a lot of bulk. Sunstrike is going to almost hit Tabo. Or maybe hit Tabo and not kill him. Who knows? But either way, Alchemist is going to live. Doombringer with Shiva's Refresher now does have enough mana to cast both his Dooms. And, oh, here we go. Jenkins is like, hey, you remember this, maiden. You remember this.
Your maidenly charms were wasted on me.
Level 9 versus level 18. That should be illegal. So yeah, Crystal Maiden, not having a fun game at all. And it's just a matter of time before CBP gets some damage. Right now they're still purely reliant on their spells. Assassin with the Dagon doing some pretty heavy work. Storm Spirit as well doing, I would say, the most work. But Joico, he's going to try to kill Storm Spirit, but again, the only thing that they have to lock him down is nothing, actually. They don't have anything to lock him down. If they had Lina zap some people, yeah, easy game. They actually only have Cold Snap. They don't even have a Hex or Silence or anything. Like, they have actually no way of killing off the Storm Spirit if he has mana. And with 12 Bloodstone charges, he should have mana. Mercury, Vendetta, Impale, Mana Burn. That Mana Burn did a lot of damage. Dagon to finish him off. Ownage has been declared. Factor Fiction. Gonna haste rune out of there. Be just fine. They want to actually start trying to take some Raxes now. There's a tier 2 in the bottom lane. Again, they don't have much damage, but then again, Tactical don't have any damage either. Invoker is going for a Necro Book. He still only has 4 Exort, 4 Quas. He's only level 13. He's been dying quite a bit. There's a mech on Abaddon. Blade Mail going to come up as well, it looks like. Timbersaw is doing the most damage, and Timbersaw is not really good to fight over here. And this is a very bad area for Timbersaw to fight in because there's no trees. I mean, there's a couple of trees, but not enough. Tower gets beat down, and once again, Storm Spirit. Oh, well, this time CM gets to live. The CM that lived. MSU and Joico both going to get double stun. Chakram going to blend them down. Shredder going to get one Doom out. Is he going to get the other Doom out? He's going to refresh it, but he's not going to throw it just yet. It's a Doom leading to absolutely nothing. Group Wave gets annihilated. Oh no, 2FB. You remember what happens when you step up. Tabo going to blink forward. He can get stunned to MSU. He does have his ultimate back up, and Darky is now invisible. Going to try to go for Nusham, though. Nusham has a 4 staff. He should be okay. BKB onto Darky, and he's going to protect him for a little bit, but still, he's not doing any damage. Joico's going to take out the Rubik in the end. Jenkins, not that much mana left, though he does have an Orchid plus Blood, so with a lot of charge, MSU does not have his ultimate. He's really tempting fate here. Joico still doing the most damage. Crystal Maiden going to take out the next assassin. In the meantime, Tabo still alive, though he's not really a threat at this point. Shredder, if you're running away from an Abaddon as a Doom, you're in a bad position. Jenkins with that much mana, he's going to burn the rest of it. Joico still hot on his tail, though. And Jenkins will once again live. There's no disable for that. And Doombringer, Joico, you cannot actually kill Doom. Sorry, you could try, but it won't work. CBP, they don't take a great fight there. It went like all the way from the base to freaking down here. And Storm Spirit ran out of mana in the end. BKB though, I think that was. He sold it. It's got to be BKB, right? It can't be anything else. No, he doesn't really need it, honestly. Protect him from a lot of damage from the Timbersaw, I guess, but or Crystal Maiden, Invoker, Slark, but the Double Doom not doing work, I would say. I would give this build, you know, 5 out of 10. Cute, but would not try again. Back to Fiction now. Vendetta up once again. Looking for more blood. So he doesn't have Jenkins behind him to support. Roshan going to be up in, well, just seconds, actually. Chakram will scout that out, or maybe not. They're just going to look to push out the lanes, try to get a spot onto Roshan, and, well, there he is. Roshan is going to be, this time, a little more dangerous. Though still, Invoker is going for a balanced build. Man, if he had 1 point in Wex, 2 more in Exhort, he'd be doing so much more damage. It would be insane how much more damage he'd be doing. But Joico is in a little bit of trouble, perhaps. He's very tanky. He has a Blade Mail, Bloodstone, Suicide in case things get too hairy. Cabo, this is not going to be a fight you're going to win. Roshan is not that weak, man. Jenkins going to come in. They really need the rest of the team at this point. Although Factor Fiction getting hit with a Necro unit, not going to be the greatest start to that. So Tabo is in an awkward position health-wise, and everyone from CBP is in an awkward position in general. In CBP, they don't really have many options right now. Going for the Tier 2, I think, is the best option. It's either Tier 2 or Roshan. Because breaking the high ground is probably not going to work. It might work, depending on how much value the Invoker gets out of his spells. But still, I mean, it's a level 4 Exhort, level 4 Quas, level 3 Wex. Those spells aren't really going to be doing that much. We're going to try for it anyway. YOLO push. Board Spirits on the front lines. Chakram going to be thrown, pulled back. Jenkins going to get cold snapped in, but instantly can jump right into Mercury. And Mercury, he does not have buyback. He's going to be doomed. He's going to be forced to sit on the sidelines. Doom, double Doom. One Darky, one to MSU. Shredder taking quite a beating. Here comes the Storm Spirit from the back end, though. Once again, killing off the Storm Spirit. Kel Surprise. Abaddon's going to be down, and Timbersaw's the only one left. They breach the high ground like it's nothing. Mana burn onto Joico. Another zip in from Jenkins. He's going to be the last one to fall. A complete team wipe is there. I said it was going to be hard to breach the high ground, but I guess it's not that hard when Invoker literally doesn't have a chance to get anything off. And BKB wasn't used from Slark. So, yeah. If you don't use your items and skills, it's going to be really hard to take a good fight. They're going to go right up to the top lane. Tabo going to tank that one off. Again, they don't have that much damage, but there's no resistance from the enemy end. Bottom lane being pushed a little bit, but it's just a little bit of damage on Tier 3, not a big deal. Tabo will regenerate most, if not all of this, relatively shortly. And the Raxes will get beaten down. Let's see if Joico can make anything happen. Chakram, that's a good way to start, but Raxes have already been taken. Blink out from everyone, zip out from the storm. We're gonna try to chase this one down, but there's no disable. Shredder, maybe. Yes, cold snap on Shredder. He's gonna die. So Shredder gets blown up. Factor Fiction walks. No Necro unit, no melee Necro unit rather in the area. So they get the Doombringer, though they lose 1.5 sets of Raxes. Not a good trade, if you ask me. The Roshan is up now, and I guess in 50 seconds they just go again. And clearly they're a lot more powerful. They do still have the gold advantage, experience advantage. I was going to say it was a little bit difficult for them because they don't have any things that translate into pure damage, but hell, if you have the Storm Spirit, if you have unkillable heroes, you don't need that much damage. You have the slow roll. Like Slark still does only have a BKB and drums. He's had that for the past, like, 15 minutes or something like that. Invoker hasn't gained, like, a level in the past 10. And if he does gain a level, he's probably going to put it into Wex, so it's like, who cares? Here comes Factor Fiction. No, it's going to be Storm Spirit. Is it Denby? Question time. Is Storm Spirit? Oh, no, it's 2FP. Pop goes CM. Man, poor guy. 2FB not having fun time. Blink 4 from Tabo does have a stun channeling up. He wants to go for someone. Who's it going to be? Who's going to probably be Joico. Once again, a 2-man stun, but he gets pounced up, and he has Shadow Blade unavailable, though. Tabo is going to be brought down. Jenkins is going to jump right in. They need the Doombringer right about now. Jenkins, though, doing work. Factory Fishing can join the fight as well. Has a Dagon. The Timber Chain going to miss. And even if it did hit, the Spike Carapace was there. It's a godlike streak for Jenkins. And MSU is going to walk away. Roshan will be taken right about now. Doombringer has one Doom. And then I think they take Roshan, take bottom tier 2. Or, yeah, take bottom tier 2. Should be an easy win from there on out. Oh. It's only game. It's only game. Why you have to be mad? Alright, there's the GG call, guys. CBP going to moving on to the finals to face off against someone I could check right now, but let's actually check right now real quick. Alright, it's loading. So we'll check right back, and then we're going to move on to that. Probably going to be casting with Discord once again, so we'll try to get that going. But thanks for watching, guys. CVP. No late game damage. Refresher Doom. I still think Refresher Doom is a mistake. Like, he didn't actually do that much with it. And where's my mouse? I lost my cursor. I can't. Okay, we're just going to do this. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. The Grand Finals game will be between CBP and... I don't know, the brackets haven't been updated, so we'll see. GG, guys.